So in that organization, I worked in various domains, in front end also, in back end also, and in DB.
So what do you think? Is it a right move for anybody to start their job search journey less than 1 year? Like as you did, right? You parallelly developed your skill set, you parallelly started your job search journey. So आपको ये सही लगता है, or do you feel that people should first sit in their company for 1.5 years, get an hands on, then apply for job opportunities? आपकी view क्या है? Hello, guys. Welcome to one more podcast in Grow with Gireesh podcast series, where we actually interview IT working professionals who have actually successfully transitioned and also got significant heights in terms of their career. So today we have Mr. Ujjwal with us, and Ujjwal profile is a little bit different from other profiles we have done the podcast with, because Ujjwal has started with me with just 11 months of experience, and that's when he decided to shift to a new job, and then he started the journey with me, and right now currently he has 1.8 years of experience as a front-end developer. And then currently, after a long period of 6 months of job search, approximately 6 to 7 months of job search journey, he's able to land in SpiceJet with the first offer with 50% hike, right? And approximately with 27 interviews given. So everything is a track record in this profile. So let's understand what exactly is it, because it's a long journey, people 6 months, 7 months, right? So we'll understand what are the challenges he has faced, how did he actually motivated himself to get out of this period, and how he is able to land at SpiceJet. So without making much delay, let's welcome Ujjwal to the podcast. Hi, Ujjwal.
Hello, Gireesh.
Hi. So first of all, thank you so much for doing this podcast. Today, I want you to give me real-time insights, not motivation, not anything, with data, with the real-time journey, what you have gone through, what challenge you have faced, so that the people who are going to watch this video is like, okay, if he can do it, I can also do it, right? So let me just give us a brief about your domain, your professional background, years of experience. Just give me a brief.
Sure, Gireesh. So I started my career in August 23 as a front-end developer only, with my first organization after my campus placement, after I graduated. So in that organization, I worked in various domains, in front end also, in back end also, and in DB as well. So that was the reason I was not having this consistency that I am able to grow in a particular domain, like in front end or in back end. I was being shifted from project to project as per the requirement of the company.
So there is no.
So that is when I decided that
there is no specific skill set you are developing in starting.
Yes, exactly. And as a fresher, shifting someone from domain to domain isn't a good practice, because we cannot understand or develop the skill set according to that only. So that is the time when I decided that this is not the place where I can grow as a developer. So that is when I started job search, and I came across a random ad on Instagram or Facebook, I don't remember. And then I booked the session and discussed everything with you, and that's when we got started with it.
Correct.
So we started when I had just almost 1 year of experience.
Yes.
And at that time, the problem I faced was, firstly, I wasn't getting shortlisted for the interview because no one was willing to hire a candidate with just 1 year of experience. They consider us fresher only. So once I completed my 1.5 years of experience, that's when I started to get calls, because that is almost 2 years of experience. So that helped me shift, getting shortlisted for the interview, and other things like resume and the skill set I developed through this long journey. That also helped me land this job, because in my previous organization, I did not have that much hands-on experience on a particular domain. I wanted to be in front end only, but I did not have that much of hands-on experience or technical knowledge about a particular skill. Yes, exactly. So that is why it took me 27 interviews to land a job offer, but finally the hard work paid off. So that is about my journey.
So I have a couple of questions which I want to address, right? So you decided to shift your organization when you're just less than 1 year of experience. So which is what generally people don't do, right? People are like, हाँ एक ही कंपनी में हम रुकते हैं, 1.5 साल काम करते हैं, उसके बाद ही हम क्वालिफाई करते हैं. बट लेकिन जब आपने मेरे से बात किया था, राइट, आई टोल्ड यू दैट इट्स ओके दैट यू कैन get an experience, but you start your job search journey from right away, right? So what do you think, is it a right move for anybody to start their job search journey less than 1 year, like as you did, right? You parallelly developed your skill set, you parallelly started your job search journey. So आपको ये सही लगता है, or do you feel that people should first sit in their company for 1.5 years, get an hands on, then apply for job opportunities? आपकी view क्या है?
You don't, like, you shouldn't be at a place where you don't feel comfortable. You don't feel like you are growing, no matter the years of experience you have. अगर आपको अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, if you are not comfortable doing the work, you are not comfortable going to the office, you are not comfortable with anything around the organization, you should proceed. You should start your job search irrespective of your years of experience. And I don't think that you should stay for like अभी मैं fresher हूँ, 1.5 years, 2 years बाद ही निकलूंगा यहाँ से. That is not the case. If you have the right skill set, you have the right technical skills, you can definitely land a job offer irrespective of like when you started. It might take some time, but it will eventually happen.
So basically, what you're saying is your years of experience that should not determine your job search journey. आपको skills, that is what the primary important point, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So, but that's a good point to say. But you also did the similar thing, right? You started with us and everything, right? So let's talk about one important thing here, right? You have given 27 interviews. 27 लोगों को इंटरव्यू कॉल ही नहीं आता है. Basically, I'm to tell you very frankly, मतलब उसको इंटरव्यू कॉल्स नहीं आता है पहले. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, nobody will give 27 interviews. Nobody have that of patience. So tell me what is the reason that took you to 27 interviews? Because let's understand that problem also. Then what did you do? Because it's very hard. People get 3-4 rejections, 5 rejections, okay, but मतलब गिव अप कर देते हैं ना, नहीं हो रहा है मेरे से, यही कंपनी में थोड़ा सा सर्वाइव कर लेंगे. सो आपने कैसे मोटिवेट किया आपको इस पूरा प्रोसेस में, एंड व्हाई डिड यू टेक 27 इंटरव्यूज टू क्रैक वन ऑफर?
So, like, first of all, if we talk about motivation, my only motivation was that I don't belong here. I deserve a better package. I deserve a better work. I deserve a better organization. That is what kept me going. And secondly, talking about why it took me 27 interviews is that, like I told you, I did not have much hands-on experience. So, my technical knowledge भी नहीं थी उस हिसाब से. And in front end, there are vast variety of technologies, like we have Angular, we have React, we have mobile app development, React Native, Flutter. So I was eventually looking for web front-end development, Angular and React only. And I worked on Angular just for a few months in my previous organization. So I wasn't much comfortable with Angular, and I was like very new to React.
Okay.
So
you are in between.
That is why
you are in between.
Yes.
High pace.
Exactly. Like I was comfortable with going with Angular as well as React, but in key technical knowledge, conceptual knowledge, you can have it, but that hands-on experience on coding. My coding, in most of the interviews, I got rejected in coding rounds.
Yes.
So that is the reason why it took me 27 interviews to be able to crack my first offer.
Good. So 27 interviews में I think there will be a position or a time where आपको लगा कि भाई नहीं हो रहा है, भाई इतना क्या, मतलब कितना दूँ interviews, right? And other people who have joined with you would have got offers much earlier in our community, right? So what is that one reason apart from the the culture of the company and everything that motivated you to give high karna, and you took rejection not that personally? I think after some time you didn't take rejection very seriously also. You were like, okay, I'm learning in the process, right? So what is that one motivating factor for you to go forward? Because 27 still is a huge number. We are telling 27, I think it's very good, very, very big number in terms of job search process, right? So what motivated you to go through this rejection process and give back again?
So like after a few interviews, after I got rejected, that rejection stopped bothering me. So like when I gave interview, I was like chill. रिजेक्ट होंगे तो आदत है रिजेक्शन की, और अगर ऑफर आ गया तो दैट इज गुड. So that is why after a few interviews, rejection, I wasn't cared about like whether I'll be rejected or not. I was just focusing on कि interviews देते time मेरी किन चीजों में कमी रह गई है, what areas I need to improve, and next interview में मैं वो गलती दोबारा ना करूँ.
Makes sense.
So that is why, because in my interviews we had vast variety of topics. We had HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Angular, React. So anything could be asked from any of the topic. And preparing it in a very short span of time is like close to impossible. Like very difficult, not impossible.
Basically, आपको खुद को स्किल सेट को रिफाइन करने में इतना टाइम लगा. And you didn't take that rejection personally कि वो बंदा मेरे को रिजेक्ट कर रहा है. Rather than you took it कि हाँ मेरे स्किल सेट में कुछ कमी है, नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू में थोड़ा सा अपडेट करता हूँ.
Exactly.
I think that's a very good point to tell, because lot of people take this rejection very personally. इसके लिए मेरे को ही प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, and just start giving up, right? So ठीक है. And I think one more thing I want to highlight here is you also did something which is very risky in this whole journey, which I would not suggest anybody to do it. Even in my community there is a rule, and but Ujjwal has broke the rule, but still. So the risky move you have taken is you have actually, after some time, you dropped your paper without having an offer letter. You went into notice period of 90 days without having an offer letter. So tell me, I don't want to talk about the solid reason behind this. We'll not get into bashing your organization or something, but I wanted to understand like what made you like, "Arey, I can do it. It's enough is enough. I don't have an offer, but still I have confidence कि मैं कर लेता हूँ." So क्यों drop किया paper without having an offer, and what is that confidence?
So like when we started after 4 months, I guess.
Yeah.
So in 4 months में I gave a number of interviews, and so I was preparing as well, technical skills also. So a point came at which I was this much confident कि if I resign right now, I'll be able to secure a job within next 3 months. So the first point was this confidence. Second point was that being a fresher with 1.5 years of experience, it is like very difficult for me to get opportunities from MNCs, because like most of the MNCs only give you 90 days of notice period. No startup or no mid-sized company will give you like they might be, but in rare cases.
For rare cases.
Yes. So that is why I thought कि if ये notice period का issue तो मेरे साथ होता ही रहेगा, and let's do it. 90 days are enough to crack a job offer. That is what I had in my mind. So I just resigned, because the interviews I gave, the technical skills I improved through the feedback the interviewer gave me. So that built up my confidence, and then I resigned that I'll be able to secure a job offer within next 3 months.
So now point पे आता है. So how many days after your last working day you are able to secure an offer?
On my last working day, I was very hopeless. I was very helpless, because कुछ नहीं पता था कि क्या होगा. Organization से निकल गए, अभी तक कोई no interview scheduled, nothing in the pipeline, and I didn't know कि अब क्या होने वाला है. And from my last working day, it took me 12 days to give an interview, get shortlisted, get get into the HR round, and then secure an offer letter. It took me 12 days after my last working day to secure an offer letter.
Without having any pipeline?
Without having any pipeline.
So, आपको क्या लगता है? मतलब, did it happen out of a miracle, or it happened क्योंकि आपने जो मेहनत पहले किया था, वो सबका मेहनत के एक opportunity में आ गया? What do you think?
Obviously मेहनत miracles पे तो miracle होना होता तो पिछले 6 महीने में ही हो जाता. And it was just my continuously improving myself, consistent efforts and discipline that led me to securing an offer letter with my organization.
The reason मैंने वो सवाल क्यों पूछा है उज्जवल, जो लोगों को लगता है ना, ये सारा लोग जो हमारा कम्युनिटी पे है 150% क्रैक करता है, 40% क्रैक करता है, तो उसको लगता है कि ये थोड़ा सा लकी लोग है, उसको थोड़ा सा अलग ही चीजें बताया. But you are a person who have given 27 interviews, still don't have any pipeline after you in the last working day, still you're able to crack it. So ultimately, it's a game of not giving up, as you said, and continuously improving. Makes sense. Super.
Correct.
So one thing I wanted to highlight, I wanted to ask you one more thing is, right? So I think you already have gone through your journey. I think you started your job search journey directly with me only. You never had tried previously AO and everything, right? So you have worked with me approximately for 6 to 7 months. I think
Right.
from where I've been starting from the career coaching journey to right now what I'm doing, right? So if you want to summarize, sir, these are the top 3 things, Gireesh, I understood while working with you in the community. So what are the top 3 things which you developed or which you learned while working with us?
Like, first of all, before I tell you the top 3 things, what generally people do is they just open up LinkedIn, hit the apply button, and expect to get shortlisted. That is a very wrong way to proceed with your job search. That will, like, in rare cases, you will get even shortlisted. Offer letter to bhul jao, you will rarely get shortlisted in these type of cases. So एक proper strategy, एक proper roadmap you need to be able to crack a job offer. So that is where you helped me. So the top 3 things that helped me is, first of all, the roadmap, like how to apply for jobs, not only rely on the apply button and other cases as well. Secondly, how to answer to in the interviews. Like for example, whenever an interviewer asks your introduction, tell me something about yourself. Most of the people are, my name is Ujjwal, I live in Delhi, my college is
basic जो होता है वही
वो सब CV में लिखा है already. He wants to know what is not there in CV.
Correct.
So ये सारे basic concepts, how like HR round and सारे tech behavior questions, वो सारे prepared, उनका एक proper तरीका था. And third one is like the support I got. Even like the duration of the course was like in 90 days, 2x salary in 90 days.
Correct.
But even after those 90 days, it took me 120 days more.
Yes.
To secure an offer letter.
Yes.
And in these 120 days, you gave your continuous support and efforts, time as well, like in mock interviews and with other aspects also. So these are the top 3 things about the DHA that helped me in not only securing the job offer but improving myself as a person. So these things you will be able to secure a job offer, but ये सब चीजें जो आप सीख रहे हो ये आपके साथ लाइफ लॉन्ग रहेंगी.
करेक्ट.
आपको कैसे आंसर करना है, आपको कैसे करना है आगे फ्यूचर में, कम्युनिकेशन या फिर जॉब सर्च, कैसे चीजों को लेके जाना है, कैसे बात करनी है, कैसे पिच करना है, ये सब चीजें आपको लाइफ लॉन्ग हेल्प करेंगी. So these are the top 3 things I liked about the DHA.
Good, right? So one more question before we wind up, right? So you said about the community angle and everything, right? So a lot of people have this question. ठीक है, see, अगर आपको resume बनाना है और how to apply for jobs करना है, और like let's say you want to answer interview question, अभी तो ChatGPT है, Perplexity AI भी है, बहुत सारे इंटरव्यू टूल्स भी आ गया, AI तो सब पॉसिबल है, लोग आर्टिस्ट भी बन रहे हैं गिबली इमेज बना के, राइट? सो अगर मैं सब कुछ अवेलेबल है इंटरनेट पे, everything is available, the information is available, then why should I have a coach? Why should I take somebody's guidance, especially in terms of my career? Because if I do my job search journey, मैं खुद ही कर लेता हूँ. So what do you suggest to that kind of people?
आप चैट जीपीटी की बात कर रहे हैं. चैट जीपीटी पे जब आप सर्च करते हैं तो वहाँ उस टाइप बॉक्स के नीचे लिखा हुआ होता है, चैट जीपीटी मे गिव यू फॉल्स इंफॉर्मेशन, प्लीज चेक इट. ओके, सो आप चैट जीपीटी इज अ मशीन ट्रेन मॉडल. वो इंसान का दिमाग कैसे चलता है वो चीज नहीं बता सकती. हाउ टू मैनिपुलेट अ पर्सन, हाउ टू आंसर इन सच अ वे दैट इट कन्विंसेस द पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. ये सब चैट जीपीटी, क्लॉड, परप्लेक्सिटी ये सब नहीं बताएंगे आपको. वो आपको एक ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड आंसर इंटरनेट पे से उठा के दे देंगे. दैट्स इट. कि फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर, हाँ ये बोल दो, प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में बोल दो. हमें प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में क्यों बताना है? हमें ये बताना है कि हम उनके लिए कैसे फायदेमंद.
यस.
तो दैट इज द
इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट जो अभी आपने बोला था. ये इंफॉर्मेशन की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, people का प्रॉब्लम है. दैट मीन्स you know how to exactly talk to people and make them understand कि उसको उसकी हिसाब से आपको कैसे आंसर करना है. I think that's what's the major point you're trying to make here, right? Makes sense. So with that being said, right now you're just with 1 point how much years of experience? 8 years of experience. Yes, right. And you made a shift to SpiceJet. It's a good thing that you started your journey 6 months back. And इस बार आपको समझ में आएगा कि टेक्निकल स्किल सेट कितना इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, क्या क्या सीखना पड़ता है ना, हाउ रियल टाइम हायरिंग वर्क्स, राइट? सो आपको क्या लगता है अभी लोग जो वेदर इट्स HR और वेदर इट्स टेक्निकल पीपल हु आर टेकिंग योर इंटरव्यूज, दे केयर मोर अबाउट योर एक्सपीरियंस और दे केयर अबाउट योर टेक्निकल स्किल सेट्स? I'm audible, Ujjwal? So, Ujjwal, what I'm asking you is, so when you are actually giving these interviews, right? You're a person, you started your journey with less than 1 year of experience, correct? So, Ujjwal, I wanted to ask you one question, right? So, when you're actually giving the real-time interviews, I think you started your job search journey from 11 months itself, right? So, when you're going for the interviews, right, do you think that really recruiters or the hiring managers cares about your years of experience, or they more care about your skill sets?
They obviously care about a skill set more, but like the years of experience is just to get you shortlisted, because कुछ कंपनीज होती हैं जिनकी रिक्वायरमेंट की होती है कि वी वांट 3 years plus of experience and you, but most of the companies में ऐसा नहीं होता. All everything depends on your skill set, the way you talk to HR, what you talk to HR, and how are you like having that conversation, how you are taking that conversation. So it depends entirely on your personality and your communication skills. And secondly, technical rounds depends on, once you get shortlisted for the interview, then it is all about your skill set. If you are able to answer it properly and answer the question in such a way that interviewer is convinced that yes, this candidate is right for this role.
Got it.
That is what matters.
Got it. So basically you're saying skill set prior, first importance, then comes the experience rather than the vice versa, right?
Correct.
Great. So right now with just 1.8 years of experience, you're here. So what exactly you're planning in the next 2 years? I'm not asking for 10 years plan. I'm just asking for the next 2 years plan. What are you planning for yourself? What is the position you wanted to be in? What is the role you are targeting? Right now you're a front-end developer, individual contributor, of course. So what exactly you're targeting in the next couple of 2 years?
So when I started with you, so I was also having this like this motivation that I'll crack the interview within 90 days and I'll double my salary. So but it took me 90 plus 120 to get 50% hike.
Correct.
So but the process I went through, the interviews I went through, and this particular journey of 7 months, it helped me a lot get more insights of the corporate, not just technical skill set or interview, how the corporate works,
yes,
how you have to handle things. So these things will help me a lot in the future, and in next 2 years I'll definitely, in the next job switch, whenever I'll do, it will be definitely 100% plus hike.
Good.
That is what I'm trying.
I think you have already seen enough members in the community who is going to who has already
exactly. And one more thing, like you will see people around you securing 150% of job, 150% hike, 200% hike, 100% hike. Don't let it demotivate you. They are having their own journey, they are having their own life.
Their experience is different, skill sets are different, role is
exactly. It's like they have different skill set, they have different years of experience, and they have their own life. Don't let it demotivate you that they are having 100% hike. I also want to have 100% hike or more than that. Don't let, you are having your own life. Everything will be on time for you.
Got it. I think it's a very important point, right? So even in the community, lot of people compare themselves. उसको 20 मतलब 200% आ रहा है, मेरे को 5% ही नहीं, 50% आ रहा है, 60%, because it depends upon the role, depends upon the skill set, depends upon multiple factors. But ultimately the question is, are you on the hike? Did you get the hike which you deserve? Ultimately, that's the thing. So one thing before I end up the podcast, guys, I want to tell about Ujjwal one thing, right? I've in the last 11 months, it's been almost a year I've started the career coaching space, right? I've worked with multiple people, And at the longest time I worked with single candidates, only Ujjwal. Because people who have started with Ujjwal have got jobs. Most of the people have got jobs, hikes and everything. But a lot of people didn't get jobs and they got demotivated and left as well. That's a part of the game. Everybody is not able to design to get the long-term result. But Ujjwal is a person who has standard continuously, because if I'm giving continuous support, that means that person has to take the support. Rather than complaining about ye nahi ho raha, ye kuch nahi ho raha, ye nahi ho raha. He understood the logics. He understood the process which takes for him to get it. I think that's one of the very good reason. Ujjwal, मैंने ये stress कर रहा हूँ, आपने 27 interviews दिया था, आपने इतना जॉब्स अप्लाई किया था, इतना प्रोसेस किया था, बिकॉज लोगों को लगनी चाहिए करियर में आगे बढ़ना आसान नहीं होता. करियर में इतना हाइक्स लाना आसान नहीं होता है. आई एम जस्ट अ टूल, बट 90% ऑफ द वर्क हैज बीन डन बाय उज्जवल. इट्स जस्ट दैट एज अ करियर कोच मैं पुश करता हूँ, एज आई एम जस्ट लाइक अ कैटलिस्ट इन द होल रिएक्शन, राइट. आई रियली अप्रिशिएट योर नेवर गिविंग अप एटीट्यूड उज्जवल, जेन्युइनली स्पीकिंग फ्रॉम माय हार्ट. बहुत सारा मेहनत किया आपने, एंड आई यूज्ड टू टेल यू इवन इन द जर्नी व्हेन आपने रिजेक्शन नहीं आ रहा था, कंटिन्यूअसली आप काम कर रहा था. आई थिंक यू अटेंडेड एवरी सेशन अंटिल यू गॉट अ ऑफर लेटर लास्ट वीक, राइट. सो दैट इज व्हाई यू गॉट द रिजल्ट. एंड मैं बोर हो चुका हूँ, सारा लोग मेरा पॉडकास्ट देखते ही बहुत मैं रिपीट करता हूँ, कंसिस्टेंसी बीट्स एवरीथिंग, एंड दिस इज व्हाट योर टेस्टिमोनी इट इज. आई एम विशिंग यू ऑल द बेस्ट. Stay in the community, help other people who are in your positions, struggling, not able to get offer letters, so that उसको भी थोड़ा सा फायदा होगा. ठीक है. With that being said, I hope this podcast has got you real-time insights on how to actually upskill yourself, build your skill sets, handle notice period, and still get the offer letters and everything. With much more inspiring stories, I'll be seeing in the next video. If you like this content, please make sure you share this video with your friend who is actually looking for a job shift. Comment below your opinions and like this video if you find it valuable as well. I'll see you at one more podcast. Thank you so much, guys.